Yo, what's going on? What's going on? It's your main man, Rick the Dawn, and today we got a brand new penny stock that we will be deep analyzing, trying to find all the flaws, trying to find all the red flags. Yes, we do. Yes, we will. Okay, today's episode. Let me put my thinking cap on real quick. Yeah, buddy. Today's episode, once again, is brought to you by Wordy.com and the Really Hood Podcast. Also, some good news. Becoming Ritchie Rich is now officially a podcast. So if you would rather listen to this information, then you can find Becoming Ritchie Rich on all podcast platforms. All right. Without further ado, we are on Blue Space. I made a lot of changes, y'all, to Blue Space. I was working hard yesterday on a Sunday. All right. When you really want it, you work on Sundays. And as you can see, it's a totally different setup. But let's go back to the investing room. I thought we had some fun there. I thought that was a really cool place to work out at. And let's set things up. Today we'll be looking at a new stock that came, down the pike. I have no real background information on this stock. I have seen this stock before, but I've never really looked at it the way that you might expect. So I am actually very curious to see what I find today. We're going to start off with a grade because we have no idea what we are in for. And let's go ahead and jump in. So this company is called Statera Biopharma. I've never heard of this. I keep saying I never heard of it. I have heard of the stock, but I've never analyzed it. So this is really a first for me, and I'm actually pretty excited because we'll kind of get the opportunity to look at this together for the first time. All right, so a lot of information is hitting me right now. As soon as I hit the page, I see that it's trading at 21 cents, but I also see something that's giving me a little pause as an investor. Great for the company, though. Good job to the company. But for me as an investor, certainly seeing that the stock just went up by 35% is giving me a reason to pause, because as you know, it's never good to get into or buy into a stock. In my opinion, these are all opinions. Matter of fact, let's stop for a moment. Disclaimer. These are just my opinions. I am not an expert at investing by any stretch of the imagination. I am just having fun. So if you're going to do anything with the stock market, you should do your own due diligence and do your own research. Don't follow me. Okay. I'm just having fun. But as an investor, when I see that a stock has risen by 35%, I'm not really trying to jump in, because by that point, everybody has made their money. And once I get in, I'll be the one who has to hold the bags when it's all said and done. But let's go ahead and do a background check here, and let's see what we can find. I want to first learn more about what this stock is, what it does, the profile of the stock. So that is the first thing I'm going to do. All right, Statera Biopharma Incorporated is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company, develops novel immunotherapies targeting autoimmune. These people are obviously smarter than me, okay? Whoever the founder is of this company is obviously way smarter than I am, okay? When it comes to biopharmacy and all that kind of stuff. But I do know a little bit about math and investing, so I'll be okay. All right. So anyway, emerging viruses and cancers based on a proprietary platform designed to rebalance the body's immune system and restore homeostasis. The company is developing therapies designed to directly elicit within patients a response of antigen-specific killer T cells and antibodies, thereby activating essential immune defenses against autoimmune, inflammatory, infectious diseases, and cancers. It has clinical programs for Crohn's disease, hematology, pancreatic cancer, and COVID-19, as well as whatever that word is, and multiple sclerosis. The company was formerly known as, so it changed its name. I always look at name changes as a little suspicious. It's like you get a lot, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get a lot of bad news, and we have to shed that old image and they'll get a brand new name, and now all of a sudden they get a brand new start. I want to know about the old name. I want to know what happened under the old name. I'm not playing that game. But anyway, it changed the name to Statera Biopharma Incorporated in September. So the name change happened a year ago. All right, that's not too bad. And they are based in Colorado. All right. So first off, what comes to mind is I like this company because they're in the healthcare sector, and also because their work delves in something that's personally important to me, and that is the fighting of cancer. My mother passed from breast cancer, so anybody fighting that fight, I would imagine, is fighting a good fight. Now, I don't understand how we got a COVID-19 vaccine in a year, but we still haven't figured out something to battle cancer more efficiently. But that's a topic for a different day. Now, 46 employees, that's a good number in my opinion. All right. So, no red flags for me right there. In fact, I think that I'm actually feeling a lot better about this company. I'll go up to an A+. Nothing that gives me pause as of this moment. So now I want to take a look at the market cap and see how much this company is worth. Okay, 10.97 market cap. That's kind of low. It's kind of low for for a company that has that many employees. It's kind of low. And then the volume is important. That's how many investors this stock sees. And then on average, they see about 2.2 million investors. That's not bad at all. Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Okay, and their next earning report is in November 14th or on November 14th. And if the earnings have been positive, that could be a good spike. So if you get in now on October 17th, you might have to ride the waves a little bit. And then on November 14th, if it's good news, it could spike and you can, make a lot of money there. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the historical data. I'm going to say right now, I'm going to go back to on the account that their market cap seems to be low in my opinion for a company that has that many employees. That's just my personal opinion. Again, I'm not an expert. So somebody might be pulling their hair out right now. Like, what is he talking about? I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. All right. Over the last 30 days, the high is 30 cents. That's it. So this company is a company obviously battling with itself, battling against the currents. It is not a company that is soaring. I would even argue it's not that volatile. Is it volatile or volatile? Anyway, it's not that volatile. So I don't know. As high as 30 cents. That's not far from where it's at right now. That's just not that far. So, okay. All right. I'm listening to myself. I'm listening. Their low is 11 cents. Wow. Whoa. Okay. That is not good for me. Okay. That 10 cents is when you get a companies that their share price has dropped to 10 cents. I'm always going to get nervous about that because that's really close to over the counter or being delisted. For me, that's just kind of close. That's like reverse split territory. Don't like it too much. They average 15.7. Interesting. So their average is 15 cents. And right now they're trading well above. But if we look here a little bit closer in the after hours, even though during the day it was, 0.21 cents. As of right now in the after hours, it's actually trading at 19 cents. So that's a big drop. Good for us if we like the stock. If we like this stock, the fact that it's cheaper is good for us. But by any means, but for all intents and purposes, I'm going to respect this price more so only because that's what happened during active trading, whereas this is happening after the market is closed. So I don't know, whatever. 15 cents is the average. That means it's well above where it normally is. And in my opinion, this stock is tricky. I like this stock. It's going to definitely give me a lot of challenges. But let's keep going. Let's keep diving in and seeing what we can find. First off, let's go ahead and look at the stock split history. And what a name for the ticker, right? STAB. I think that's really, really awesome. 0 stock splits. Whoa. Okay. No stock splits. That makes me happy. That makes me happy right there. Okay. That tells me that this company has, for all intents and purposes, been able to balance the currents and the waves, so much so that they did not have to just flip things and reverse things and split your shares in half and all this weird stuff. I hate stock splits. So the fact that they've never had one, that makes me very happy right now. Let's look at some news surrounding this company. Let's look at some news here. This is going to give me some more information. Oh, man. Okay, so right now I'm feeling kind of good about this company right now. I didn't think I would say that, but I am. I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, here we go. We got some news. Statera Biopharma announced a signing of a binding MOU with whatever that says, technologies to gain access to HoloBeam's disruptive diagnosis of. Okay, that's good. Considering that they're in the field of cancer and all these different things, having some type of at least what it sounds like is it's some type of imaging technology that allows you to see things in a visual form. Don't quote me on that. That's what it sounds like. Completes fiscal 2021 audit, files Form 10K. That's not a bad thing. And as you can see, they had a gigantuous spike as a result of that news. It's really interesting because what I'm seeing is that in October, they're doing very well in October. They're doing very well in October. Now watch this. I'll prove it to you. If we go back and only focus on September, let's just focus on September. I think what we'll find is that this company just had a ridiculous spike out of nowhere. So watch. We're going to only focus on the month of September, and I'm expecting things to look pretty bad. All right, that's what I'm expecting. All right, here we go. We're going down to okay, here's the first, that's August 1st. Okay, so the high in August was 31 cents, the low was 11, and the average was 19. Okay, that's interesting to me. Okay, wait a minute. I'm still looking. I'm still trying to figure this out. All right, let's see. Can we go to, I just want to focus on the month of September, if possible. Computer, can you do that for me? Okay, there we go. The high was 19, the low was 11, the average was 16. Okay, let's just focus on the month of October now. I'm trying to figure out what this stock is doing. I'm trying to find the trends. I'm trying to understand the currents. It's like I'm the stock whisperer. I'm trying to gather what the stock is trying to tell me about its future. That's what I'm trying to do right now, if you can't tell. Okay, for the month of October alone, the high was 30. That's a great number, by the way, because it's trading at 19 cents as of this moment. And it has a tremendous upside, possibly. When did it hit 30, though? That's the question. It hit 30 on the 6th. For some reason, October 6th, for a lot of companies, even the company I reviewed yesterday, October 4th, 6th, that time frame was really big for penny stocks, apparently. The low was 12 cents and the average was 16.5. What's going on with this stock, dude? But yeah, so I want to point out the fact that at least from what I can see from my side, for the month of October, it has done this stock has done very well. Let me see, what else do we have here? NASDAQ resumes trading. So NASDAQ has apparently allowed this stock to continue trading. I want to just find out a little bit more about that particular article. All right, what do they mean? I need a little more information about that if possible. Okay, here we go. It says the NASDAQ stock market announced that trading resumed today. Trading in the company's stock was halted. It was halted? Really? On August 25th. Why? Does it tell you why it was halted? It doesn't. Great job, article. Okay, wait a minute. But we can do our own research. Let's go and take a look at the historical backdrop. And while we're at it, let's go back to the beginning of the year so we can see a much grander picture of what this stock has done for the entire year. This stock is tricky. This stock is very tricky. This is not an easy stock to figure out. Okay, so before we look at the grand scheme of things, I want to see what happened on August 25th. I just want to see. Okay, here it is. You can see no trading happened that day. They were going through a very rough time. Look at this. I mean, this is really bad. Okay, this is really bad. A lot of drops, and it's not following a huge gain. Usually, if you see these consecutive drops, it's after the stock rose like by like 50%, and then it had to kind of recover and drop a little bit. But no, there's no big drop in front of no big rise before these drops. And let's see, on the 25th, no trading happened. It didn't move. And it was stuck at 21 cents. So, yeah, that's interesting. Basically, it hasn't moved. It appears to me that this stock, what's the average? I'm just curious. Over the entire year, it hit a high of $2. Okay. The low was 11 cents. No kidding. And the average was 49 over the year. So if you're optimistic, you're thinking that this stock will eventually go back up to about the 50-cent mark. If you're optimistic, though. But from where it's at, I want to see something else. I want to see what it's done from August 25th. That's when trading resumed. Okay. So I want to see what happened from August 25th to now. What has happened with this stock? That's what I want to try to discover. Okay. The high is 30. The low is 11. The average is 16. Okay. The average is 16. So right now it's trading above the average. This is where those candlestick wax things would come in handy. I hate those things though. Okay, but okay. All right, this stock is tricky, y'all. You know, if you've watched the other episodes, then you're definitely seeing a new version of my assessment, because this stock is not clear to me yet. I will get to the bottom of this company. This company will not elude me much longer. Let's keep looking. Okay, let's look at some information. Let's look at the return on investment. Wow, the return on investment is 0. That's like a first for a penny stock for me. I've never seen that for a penny stock. Usually it's a negative. So the fact that it's even makes me wonder, why is that? This stock is tricky. It's like I'm skeptical. It's like I don't trust it. I see the numbers in front of me, but I don't trust it because it's called stab probably. It's like it's going to stab me in the back if I jump in. I feel like no industry data, no PE ratio industry data. That's maybe because this is a company that is in an industry that's so rare. Of course, it has no dividends, but I'm just going to push the button because one day I'm going to find a penny stock that offers dividends. So I'll always push that button just to see what happens. No data there. Let's look at the earnings. Let's see if we can find out anything from the earnings. This stock is tricky. We will find out what's going on, though. I promise you that by the time I'm done, because I got some more things to put this through. Before we're done, I'm going to find out what this stock is hiding from me. There's something here, man. Come on. Okay, here we go. No forecast data, no information on earnings. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I feel like it's a bad thing. It's like, it's not, it doesn't have some of those things I'm looking for. I'm going to go down to B+. It's like, it's not hiding anything, obviously. It's not the stock's fault, I'm assuming, right? But I just don't see things I should be seeing in a stock that has its things together. Okay, so I'm gonna ding it for that. Okay, here we go. Technical analysis. According to algorithms, it is a strong buy for hourly trading, strong buy for 5-hourly trading, and a buy for day trading. So this is a good day trading stock for my day traders out there. I'm a little bit of a hybrid investor. I do day trading, I do swing trading. So for those people who do day trading, according to the algorithms, it's good. Weekly trading is a sell. I'm gonna give it a little credit for not being a strong sell for weekly trading. That's actually pretty impressive for a penny stock. So strong sell for monthly, not really surprised there. Okay, yeah, all right. So going back to the news, resumes trading, receives anticipated notice of additional filing delinquency from, there it is. What's this? This might be what I'm looking for. All right, I'm trying to find the meat and potatoes. Any NASDAQ exception to allow the company to regain compliance, if granted, will be limited to a maximum. Okay, of course. There can be no issue. Okay, I think I know where this is going. Now, I would like to take a look at something. I would like to take a look at the short percentage float. I want to see how many investors are betting against this stock. Okay, we're going to do that by going to Yahoo Finance and clicking statistics. And we're going to take a look at the short percentage float. All right, here we go. Short percentage float is 1%. So that's a very low margin. Not many people are betting against the company. Yeah. Ooh. All right. So, okay. This stock is tricky. Is it really this good of a stock? That's what I'm asking myself. This is like being a father and then your daughter brings a guy over and he's saying all the right things. And you're like, so where did you go to high school? I went to this place. Well, can you show me your high school picture? Well, I was absent that day. It's like, did you go to high school, dude? That's what I'm dealing with. That's what I'm facing. But I know where to find the truth. Stock Twitch. Stock Twitch will tell me what is really going on because the investors who are actually invested in the company will talk. They're going to spill the beans. Let's go to them and see what they say. That is usually my truth decoder. All right. If it passes this, then I may believe the hype. All right, here we go. Let's look at what the investors. Okay, sleepy time. You see what I'm saying? You see that? So somebody apparently is just tired. We see it ourselves. We saw that back in August. It was trading at 21 cents. What is it trading at right now? 21 cents. So it's like this stock doesn't do anything. It doesn't make waves. It's not volatile. That could be a good thing. If you buy in at 21 cents, we saw the high was 30 cents. So you just sell when it hits like 29, 30 cents and get your money and take your money and run. Maybe that's the strategy here. You invest in it until you come in at 19 cents, 20, 21 cents, and then you sell around 27 to 30 cents because we see that that's pretty much where You know, that's the high, right? So there's a play there. The high is 30 cents. So you go in at, you know, 21 cents or even 19 cents, and you set your limit sell for, let's say, like 29 cents, 29.5. And if it hits 29.5, maybe even a month from now, okay, maybe it's not something that happens right away, but you just set it and forget it. And next thing you know, you done made a couple bucks. Maybe it's that kind of stock because according to the investors, and this was just said 3 minutes ago, I'll like that just because. And yeah, they're sleepy. Let's see if this continues. My top watches for tomorrow. That's not my business. I'm not sure what this means. Oh, hit $1 so I can get car fixed. That's not happening, my friend. Tomorrow's watch list. Pre-market could be busy tomorrow. That's an assumption. That's not something I really bet high on. Get in now before they climb back to $1. These people usually say this kind of stuff because they have, you know, high hopes. That's not based in reality or factuals. I like to have more facts around around my investment moves. Like, for example, $1 tomorrow. Like, come on. Like you can't go off of that if you're a real investor, right? So a lot of hopefuls, though. We can deduce that there's a lot of hope around this company. A lot of people have potential or feel like the stock has potential. I think we have potential here. I mean, did I just say that? This person got in at 18 cents. That's a beautiful position. A beautiful position. Now, of course, 11 cents is better. But if you're in at 11 cents, I don't know what you're doing, okay? If you get into this company at 11 cents, you got the guts of steel, okay? All right, opening price tomorrow, 25 cents. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Tonight is 30 cents. No, it was 19 cents. So you got to weed through the madness. Okay, you got to weed through the madness. Okay, NASDAQ compliance coupled with Hollow Beam News will send this to 50, 75 cents. Stop it. Stop it. That is clear speculation. Speculation. I got to call BS on that. There's no evidence of that. Huge news. Announced the signing of a binding MOU. We already read that news. See, this is why you gotta do your own research. You can't go off anybody's research, including mine. Go do your own digging. We've already seen that news, and it already climbed 35%. And that was today. Oh wow. Okay, I didn't even read the date. I saw the date, but I didn't comprehend the date. This came out today. Okay, so this company is flying high off some recent news. Sometimes that's not a good thing. It's just like everybody's really pumping the hype. But once the hype dies down, you can have some bad moments. I am kind of curious here. So they had a public offering. Of course, public offerings make people run for the hills. I don't know why. All right, stab with so obviously today was a good day for them. Now let's go and see if we can find any information with regards to the NASDAQ. If they said anything to this company about compliance or non-compliance, we're gonna go here and click filings, and we're gonna see exactly. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Notice of delisting. All right, so if the company got a notice of delisting from the NASDAQ, I want to know when they got it. They got this on September 22nd, so that's about a month ago. And let's see what it says. How long do they have to get compliant? I'm looking for a couple keywords. I'm looking for 180 for one. Wait, okay, we got to read this then. I hate reading. Okay, here we go. I got to read this. Received a notice from the listing qualification staff. Okay. Indicating the company's continued non-compliance with the minimum bid price requirement as set by the NASDAQ could serve as an additional basis for the... Oh, here we go. I knew it. So they got a notice on the 22nd of September, and apparently it's like a threat, like, hey, get your stuff together. Could serve as an additional serve as an additional basis for the delisting, which means that's not the only thing that can get them delisted or delisted. As disclosed by the company's current report on the Form 8K as filed, the staff notified the company that the staff had determined to delist the company's securities based upon the company's non-compliance with the filing requirements set forth. All right. Which hearing will be held on October 6th, so that's passed. At the hearing, the company will preset its plan to regain compliance with the minimum bid price requirement and all other applicable requirements. Man, that doesn't make me feel good. That doesn't make me feel good. So that tells me they're having a scrimmage or a little scramble, a little fight with NASDAQ, who could easily delist them. Now, what I'm confused about is usually when they give a notice to a company, they give them 180 days to comply. So what I'm trying to understand is that they give them a notice 6 months ago. All right. Or is that the first notice? So let me do a little more digging here. because that might be the big bang I could feel and sense. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Notice of delisting or failure to satisfy. Okay, so I knew it. They sent one out back in April. Wait a minute, there's another one. There's this one. This one's back in March. Okay, hold on. Ah, come on. You got to sign up. All right, hold up. So notice of delisting or failure to satisfy, continue, listen. Okay, and then another one, I see another one here in March. I wonder if there's a different way I can find out this information without signing up to this company. So going back to March, what was that, March? I'm going to go and do a little bit of cross-referencing. I'm going to go back to March 25th over here. So we got some underwritten public offerings. I don't see anything about delisting though. Dude, that sucks. I need to know what happened. All right, but okay, so wait, if it's March, 6 months, here's how I can find out I can find out if what this says. If I go to March, 6 months from March should be around September, October. Here we go. So we got March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay, good. So somewhere, if you don't count March, what is that? Yeah, that's right. March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay, September is possibly when the delisting could happen. Oh yeah, right. As you can see, yeah. So the initial notice must have come in March, on March 25th. And 6 months from March, which was April, May, June, July, August, September, all the way up here, right here. Where is it? Oh yeah, right here. This is when the notice started to kick in. So apparently they gave them a notice. This is what I can see. They gave them a notice of non-compliance in March and gave them 6 months to get their things together. And then, September came around and they were still non-compliant. So that changes a lot. Let me see if I can find out more information. Does it say anything about March? It doesn't. Does it say anything about April? This is what you have to do. I mean, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. But when you're investing your hard-earned money, you got to do everything to figure out everything. Okay, as disclosed by the company's current report on Form 8K as filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission on September 9th, the staff notified the company that the staff had determined to delist the company's securities based upon, all right, with the filing requirements. Okay, all right. Let me see here. Here you go. Which hearing will be held on October 6, 2022, with the panel subsequently granting a further stay of any suspension. Okay, wait a minute. Here you go. With the panel subsequently granting a further stay of any suspension or delisting action by the staff, at least pending completion of the hearing and the expiration of any extension that may be granted to the company by the panel following the hearing. After the hearing, the company will preset its plan to regain compliance with the minimum bid price requirement and all other applicable requirements for continued listing on NASDAQ, along with its request for a specific period of time to do so. So I don't see the specific. Here's a couple things I'm happy about. I don't see that the NASDAQ has given them a specific time to meet. And I see that they're apparently giving them some time to get their business together. There can be no assurance, however, that the panel will determine to continue the company's listing or that the company will be able to evidence compliance with the applicable listing criteria within any extension period that may be granted by the panel. So here's what I deduced from reading that. This is what I pulled from that. They are out of compliance. The NASDAQ told them back in March that they had to get things together, and here we are. They are still not together. That stock price is not above $1. However, it appears to me, okay, this is just my opinion, that the NASDAQ is working with this company to give them more flexibility and more time to get their affairs together and meet that minimum purchase price of $1. And before they are delisted, it appears that NASDAQ is going to give them time to plan how things are going to work. And apparently, before things actually hit the fan and they're delisted, a date will be set, which lets them know, like, hey, you have until December. Hey, you have until February. So it appears that they're giving them a grace period of some sort. But what makes me a little nervous, despite that, is that this little sentence here says there can be no assurance, which means there's no promises. So when you jump into this company or this stock, you're really taking a risk. And on that account, let's face it, this definitely kills a lot of the momentum for me. Okay, without question, it kills a lot of the momentum for me because I don't know when I wake up if this company will be delisted. It's just not enough information about, the specific time frames. And that definitely causes pause for me. Okay. All right. So that's what bothers me. I don't see specific dates. The only specific date that I see is March 25th when they were given the first notice of delisting, right? And they had 180 days from that, which is about where we were last month in September 22nd. So we're a month away from that period. Now, perhaps what could be something that works in their favor is that they had this huge spike today, right? And that can, give the NASDAQ some positive, okay, this company is starting to make some waves. Maybe we should give them some more time. Maybe their plan is working. That's what I'm getting from what I just read. I want to look at maybe one more place before I make my final decision on this company here. Stab. Let's see what we find. This is a more, I would say, a website that gives you a little more information. Okay, here we go. Highly volatile share price over the last 3 months. I would disagree, but I would say that this company or this website knows much more than I do about it. Shareholders have been substantially diluted in the past year. Does not have meaningful market cap. We saw that. I think the website we looked at said the market cap was 10 million. So like I said, it's not, it's not a perfect system. All right, negative shareholders equity. And what's the other risk? See all risk checks. All right, here we go. What's this? Is this share price liquidable and stable? No. Have shareholders been diluted? Yes. So that's a fail. Do they have? No. What's this here? Is their dividend substantial? Of course, they don't do dividends. Most penny stocks don't. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I think, is there anything else I want to look at? For me, the stock is a C. It's a C. It's risky. It has a lot of things working for it on the positive side. But if you get in right now, I think a great time to get in was when they first got the notice from NASDAQ personally. Back in March. March was a good time to get in. You had, you knew that you were going to ride this company for 180 days where you could make some money and get out. But trying to get in right now with, things being up in the air, I am very, very afraid to get in. How about a good old fashioned Google search? I just want to see something. Sometimes I do this. Will this company be delisted? I just want straight up Google information, which is never a good resource, by the way. The company timely requested a hearing and will request a further stay of any delisting. So, okay, that in a lot of ways breaks it down in layman's terms. So the company said, hey, hold your brakes. Can we have a meeting first before you delist us? All right. Delisting action by NASDAQ pending the hearing, which is scheduled for October 6th. And before we leave, what took place on the 6th? Do we have any information? Here we go. All right. Completes fiscal 2020-21. They filed a Form 10. So why did the stock spike on that day? It makes me wonder. Did they get some info? Like, what information did they get that made them just go, like, the investors go crazy? At the company's hearing before the NASDAQ hearings panel, the company presented its plan to evidence full compliance with NASDAQ's filing requirement and all other applicable requirements for continued listing on NASDAQ and requests an extension of time to do so. Okay. The company is taking definitive steps to evidence compliance with NASDAQ listing criteria as soon as possible. See, it's too great for me. What is soon? Well, give me a date. Okay. However, there could be no assurance that the panel will grant the company's request. So that means that despite their hopes and, the fact that they have the best plans possible to regain compliance, there's no guarantees that NASDAQ won't just shut them down, okay, at a moment's notice. I won't, bring them down to like a D or anything, but I will certainly go to a C minus on the account that, well, it's already locked in. I'm not going to change it. But for me, it's a C on the account that everything is up in the air. We don't really have any definitive things to hold us steady. And for that reason, I'm going to go with C. Okay. Not a bad stock though. We saw a lot of positives right in the beginning, but I think it's just the timing. And, we're just recovering from COVID, and, you got a lot of different factors in play. This is a good company. It's just the timing is a little off. I would be interested in jumping in once we figure out how much time the NASDAQ is going to give them, if they're going to waive this whole delisting thing, if they accept their pitch to, not delist them. If they're going to give them more time, I'm all in. That's when I'll jump in. But until I know that, no, thank you. Thank you for watching your main man, Rick the Dawn, becoming Ritchie Rich. Don't forget the podcast is now available on all platforms. But hey, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was very informative. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace.